everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Round Robin, where we spin the wheel, chase the chaos, and see where we land. I am your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan, Nina Mulligan, and of course, my husband, Todd Preston. Hey, everyone.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, everybody.
Now, before we get into our topics today, I'm wondering, what's happening with you guys? Anything new?
Yes. Today we were bored, so we went and got some chickies. We got some chickies and a heat lamp and a waterer and a feeder, and we ordered a chicken coop. So this should be interesting.
I have 10 chickens in my bath.
Shh. Don't say that. Don't say how many.
It's too late.
Because I live in a little bit of a hoity neighborhood, so we have an HOA, so hopefully nobody in Michigan rats me out.
All right.
But I have a half an acre lot, so I'm figuring if I put them at the back of my half acre, you know, nobody should know.
Well,
I feel like nobody should know.
we have listeners in Florida.
I have a lake behind me, so.
Yeah, we do have listeners in Florida, but they don't know where you live, so that's good. We've never divulged.
Don't rat me out. But these are our peeps anyway. The people listening are our peeps. They're not gonna rat me out. But yeah,
I'll hook you up with some eggs.
yeah, I'll hook you up with some eggs.
10 chickens make a lot of eggs. Nina needs one of those cute little farmer girl dresses with her bonnet and a basket, so she can go out.
Your egg apron.
That's right. Go fill up your egg apron every morning. I don't know. Do chickens lay eggs in the morning or at night or any time?
I don't really know. I don't remember. I mean, I had chickens when I had the ranch, but I don't know. We didn't have them for very long. It really is a sad thing. If you let them out of the chicken coop, chicken hawks get them. They pluck them off. It's brutal to see the remnants also.
Well, that could be a very bad morning for you guys.
Maybe you could make like a netted area, a covered netted area to keep the.
Well, because I'm not on 5 acres of land anymore, I'm probably not going to let them free range too much. I got a really, really, really big coop with a really long run, so they'll just stay in the coop in the run. I don't think I'm going to let them free range.
Yeah, just let them out when you guys are going to be outside for a minute, and then you can chase them all back in the coop.
Yeah.
That would be fun. And I'm sure our listeners remember it wasn't too long ago that Christine was done with all animals.
No more animals.
I still am. This is Nina's thing. I still am. And I don't know what she thinks she's going to do every time I have to travel. She's pegging. Look, I brought pegging. She's pegging herself in a corner because she's not going to be able to travel with me.
But what I love is that Kira loves chickens. And she will want to come over and say hello to the chickens.
That's right.
My daughter. She's just going to pawn them off on my daughter because my daughter is also an animal hoarder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no. Chickens don't last that long though, so.
we're just...
My whole thing is after my dogs pass, my pack of dogs, and they still have a couple of years on them. So for the next couple of years, we can have things that don't live for longer than that. But once my pack of dog goes, that's it. I mean, now I'm stuck with this little tiny puppy. But at least this one can travel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
just got a papoose for her.
There you go.
To get it.
Because I just want to recap. In the last, what has it been? 3 months?
6 months. In the last 6 months, we've acquired 5 birds, a puppy, and 10 chickens.
There we go.
We're not doing any more animals, people.
I don't believe anything you say anymore about animals. Nope. I'm just waiting for the fish. There's a fish tank coming.
No fish.
I've already done fish. I'm not cleaning. Nope.
All right, but I only got wrangled with the puppy because, my mom wanted a puppy and she wanted a certain kind of puppy. So we got this certain kind of puppy, and then all of a sudden it was too much for my mom. So unfortunately, I'm in that stage of life where I have to take care of my adult children still a little bit sometimes, and I have to take care of my aging parents sometimes. So the puppy is because of all that. So I kind of have to just be okay with that. I have no choice. Otherwise, I would go insane and be in a padded room.
Yes, I think you've got at least 6 more years. maybe 10.
Yeah. Shut your mouth.
Especially because you feed them good food. They're not going anywhere for a long time. And you've got the magic chickens. They're not dying ever.
Hey, if they have magic chickens and they lay golden eggs, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'd take a golden egg. Oh, I just found that funny. And the crazy thing is I had taken Sarge to the dog washing station at TSC today. Tons of little baby chickens and baby ducks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I really wanted a duck.
They're
We're
so
not getting
cute.
duck.
Yeah, they are cute.
Ay.
And they'll
But
follow you around.
I've never had a duck egg. I hear they're better than chicken eggs. But I don't know. It's just weird to think you can eat other eggs.
Well, think about
No.
an ostrich egg. That would be gross. That's way too much yolk.
They're big, too.
They're huge.
They're huge.
Yeah, but people eat them.
They do, and they love them.
An egg is an egg is an egg.
I don't think so. I think they're
Just different sizes.
Yeah.
But I don't think they all taste the same.
But they're all the same makeup. They're all yolk and placenta.
No, I get that. I get it.
Gross.
Say it like that. It's disgusting. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I don't like caviar either. Gross. Like fish eggs. Why? Like I don't know.
Some people.
I just think some eggs we should not eat. We shouldn't eat some eggs. But perhaps one day I'll try it.
Well, let me look up and see if there's anything that people say about ostrich eggs, how they taste.
Yes.
Because I've not had one. I've had an ostrich burger, and that was pretty good. It was like beef, but way less greasy, way less fatty, and very tasty.
It's like buffalo.
I was just thinking that too, but then my brain went to buffalo chicken.
Buffalo chicken.
I don't
Okay.
even know what that animal looks like, but it's delicious.
Especially with wing sauce.
Yep.
Okay.
When that beef can fly, it gets tasty.
That's right.
So it says here, that ostrich eggs taste remarkably similar to chicken eggs, but with a richer, butterier, and slightly sweeter profile.
Oh,
How about that?
that's that delicious.
Well, every time I think about, and Nina triggered a memory when she said duck eggs. Do you guys remember that show that Joe Rogan used to host where it was, they made people do fear things?
Yeah, it's fear factor, right?
Was that what it was?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
They always pulled in those goddamn duck eggs where there was an actual duck still all wrapped up
Yeah,
in there.
baby duck. Yeah.
Yeah, don't they eat that like in certain countries?
Yeah, they do. It's a delicacy.
Yeah.
I want to say Asia,
Probably.
right?
Probably.
But yeah, I used to gag so bad watching people do it because they would do it, but then they would throw up in the bucket. They had the bucket ready. Gross. Yeah, so anytime if anybody says duck egg, that I immediately see that in my mind. It's gross.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, Todd and I did something fun last night. We're on a roll. We've gone out twice now, and I think a month.
Yeah.
I don't know who we are.
It never happens.
We don't have a life. So it seems very, like, oh my God, we went out, but it was so fun. There is something in Charlotte called the Michigan Nordic Fire Festival.
Yep.
And it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was at the fairgrounds. So every year in Charlotte, where we grew up, we have Frontier Days. So they have smash up derbies, horse racing around barrels, and all that kind of stuff.
The
And of course,
rodeo.
you get the rodeo and the 4-H fair and all that kind of stuff. So there's a huge area behind where like the grandstands are. And they had ginormous, like, all I can think about is like circus tents,
Yeah.
right? Anyway, it was super fun. There were like, what were those fire things called? All those things that they had the fires burning in all over the place.
Fire pits.
But they weren't pits. They were
they're,
metal.
Yeah, they're like barrels, but yeah, they're still fire pits. But yeah.
Well, they were the little ones that were made out of iron.
Yeah. I think they're called fire pits.
Cauldrons. The word cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of looked like that, but they were all over the place. So they had fires burning all over.
Yeah.
And then in the big tents, they had some pretty cool crafters in there and, of course, food trucks. So while we're there, it's like you could see the sky was changing, and it had just been like 40 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's going to snow later. So Todd's standing there. He's like, I think it's snowing. I'm like, no, maybe it's ash. And then I looked around. I'm like, nope, that's definitely snow. So it got colder. Snowflakes got bigger. The wind started picking up.
Oh, yeah.
What did we get? Like 4 or 5 inches of snow?
Yeah.
By the time we woke up this morning?
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers.
It was a blizzard out there for a little bit, too.
Yeah, it was absolutely brutal. And we had gone with a couple of our friends, the Baron and Cindy Knight from Scream Craft Studios. We had a great time. And then they have a big mead tent.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had mead before, but I wasn't a real big fan of it. But I think my mind has been changed.
Yeah. Well, you got to try out a few different types, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you that cherry mead was 15.5%.
Oh, yeah. She was feeling it after that one.
Yep. After one small glass for $5.
You were loopy on the mead.
Yeah, it felt really good. I liked it. So I was like, I mean...
So let me get this straight. You guys go outside as it actively snows?
We were last night.
Yes.
Like you just drive in that when it's just coming down at you? No, I would just stay in my house until the spring came.
No, Michiganders think the map is on their hand, and they think snow is just a fun time to drive.
I could never.
It's very mesmerizing.
To be fair, it wasn't snowing when we went. It was snowing when we were there, and then, of course, the drive home was very snowy.
It's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
You do not want to stare at that snow coming at you.
It'll hypnotize you.
It will. All of a sudden, you're
Yeah.
like,
That's very true. I used to love that. I used to love when it was snowing when you were driving, mostly because the roads were kind of clear, so you knew that the people that were on the roads were confident with being out on the road in the snow, right?
Mhm.
And it was just so pretty. It was so peaceful.
Fresh snow
And
was
then
very
the
pretty.
lines in the road disappear, so you feel like there's less rules in life.
Right.
It's just- I like it.
You get to play.
That sounds terrible. And like nothing but a crash waiting to happen.
Yeah, you get to play. Which lane is it?
Yeah.
Oh my
fun.
God.
It is
They do
fun.
that in New York. I don't even care that there's lines on the road.
That's right. All the while honking their horn. So I looked it up because I wasn't sure when the festival started. It started in 2016.
Yeah.
So it's been going for 10 years now.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. They have live steel combat demonstrations, axe throwing, archery, blacksmithing, mead halls with live bands. That's kind of where we spent the last handful of hours. Got us out of the snow
Yeah.
and out of the cold. Fire performers, historical encampments, vendors, as I mentioned, and Nordic storytelling. So it's like a whole weekend event. It's loud, it's immersive, and it smells like wood and smoke and leather.
Yeah. And incense and mead, and there are lots of smells.
Yeah, and I don't know have you guys ever drank out of a drinking horn before?
No.
I actually have, but it was like, it wasn't legit. You know what I mean? Like, they made it.
It was
to
a
look like,
faux horn.
Oh.
yes.
Yeah, because Todd has a real one, and to me it stinks. Like on the inside, there are all kinds of vendors selling horns and stuff like that, and that's the first thing I would do is I would smell them because I'm like, it smells. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, like carcass?
Like dead
Yeah.
crap.
Yes. Exactly.
Like, it smells like what it is? Yeah.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, but I did get one. Mine is like a wine glass, like
Yeah.
a flute.
Yeah, like a champagne flute.
Yeah, that way I can set it down, and mine doesn't stink.
It's heavily coated. so-
It's heavily coated.
Yeah. So,
And I'm fine with that.
yeah.
And then we had this guy come up to us. How big would you say that drinking horn was?
Oh my gosh.
I've never seen
It was-
anything so big. It must have come off one of those longhorns.
Yeah.
It was that big, and it was really, really fat.
The rim of the horn itself was probably 6.5 to 8 inches in diameter.
That's a pick'em.
Wait a minute.
That's a baby fish.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about?
A horn,
The
you
circumference of his
weirdo.
horn.
The circumference of his horn.
Yeah. His thick, long horn.
The thickum.
You guys are sick.
You're drinking out of his toenails.
Yeah, you're drinking out of head toes. And where are the sickos? Okay.
Toenails. Toenails.
Head toenails.
That's what horns are. They're
Yeah, they come from the head toe.
You shush. Todd, if we dropped you into that festival with full costume rights, are you going war chief, wandering skald, poet, or suspicious blacksmith with secrets?
War chief.
You were the war chief, actually, last night.
Yeah.
Todd had the coolest makeup.
Got a lot of compliments.
Yeah, you did.
Tracy had lots of Viking dudes looking at her. I had to do crazy eye to keep these freaking Viking guys from trying to sneak up on my woman.
Club him with your drinking horn.
Yeah.
the long, thick one.
That's right. That's right. You could knock someone's head off with that big one.
Yeah.
Whack.
Again, what are we talking about?
Drinking horns, you sick bitches.
I love it. I love it.
But we did something very unsafe last night.
We did?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so the guy that had the big drinking horn, that thing was totally full of cherry mead.
Yeah.
Total stranger.
Right to the
We're talking
tippity top.
about something else.
We're not. So this guy comes up, he's got this massive horn, and we're like, oh my God, what the hell? Well, he was with his father, who was completely smashed. They were both really happy people. And he's like showing us his, drinking horn full of cherry mead. He's like, you guys want a drink? We all said yes.
So you drank from a stranger's horn.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Oh my God! Yeah, not only that, but they taste cherry meat.
Exactly.
Cherry meat from him.
That's right.
From his mouth.
From his horn. This sounds like we're talking in code and it's gross.
That's right.
Ugh.
We all did it.
We all did it.
It was a group thing.
Yeah.
It was a group thing. We all did it. That tells you how much mead we had to drink.
Good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's right. All right. So since we're talking about festival fantasy, we want to switch a little bit to real Viking history. I know we touched on this a little bit, but we're doing it. All right. So most people think Vikings were just raiders, but they were traders, shipbuilders, navigators, and explorers. And here's something I didn't know until I really started digging. Vikings had professional poets.
Skalds, yep.
I know, because last night everybody kept saying, Skald!
No, that's skull. That's like saying
Cheers.
cheers. But skald is a poet.
Skald is a poet.
Yep.
I didn't know it. Right? And these poets, they're not like open mic night at the mead hall. They were elite court poets. I learned a lot because I had to look up some stuff today. So a skald was basically part historian, part hype man, and part political strategist. They preserved battles, family lines, victories, all through oral poetry. I didn't know that. So if a Viking leader had a skald singing his deeds, that was status. Todd, this is you. You're absolutely the dramatic court skald.
Yeah, me?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? So would you be composing heroic sagas or subtly roasting the king in poetic code?
Oh, I'd probably have to do a little flip-flop on that because, I do like some good humor.
Yes, you do. And then here's the wild part. Their poetry wasn't simple. They used something called kennings. Do you know what that means?
No.
All right, so I have something to teach you. A kenning is a metaphorical compound phrase. So instead of saying ocean, they might say whale road.
Oh.
Whale road.
I've been working on the whale road.
Right. And instead of blood, they would say battle sweat.
Oh, cool.
And instead of ship, sea steed.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
There you go. They layered meaning into everything. Christine, if you had to describe Michigan winter as a Viking kenning, what would you call it?
Frozen testes.
To go along with your head toenail.
Yeah, someday head toenail when your testes freeze. You'll feel better.
That's right.
Because it is cold as balls up there.
Yes, it sure as hell is. Just when you think winter is over,
Yeah.
it's really not.
They gave us a little break the other day. We were almost 50 degrees, and we were like, woohoo! And then the very next day, it's snowing cold again.
That's right.
My kenning for Florida would be in the swamp of the ass.
100%. And then the swamp ass, there's chickens.
Yeah, there will be. Well, there will be outside soon.
That's right. Okay, and what's fascinating is this. Because poems weren't memorized or structured so tightly, they survived for centuries before being written down. So without skalds, we might not know half of what we know about Viking history. And suddenly, Vikings aren't just raiders anymore. They're navigators, traders, and poets. And honestly, that makes the Michigan Nordic Festival feel even cooler. The Viking Age begins in 793 CE with the raid on Lindisfarne, England, which shocked Europe. But what people don't always talk about is they traded as far east as Baghdad. Did you know that?
Yeah, we just watched the movie 13th Warrior.
That's right, we did. But I guess, I don't know, I didn't know if that was just a movie thing.
No, remember I told you it's based on a real story.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
All right, they were master ship builders. Their long ships could travel on an open ocean and shallow rivers. That's pretty smart.
Yeah. Well, the way the Viking ships were built, they were made specifically to navigate through shallow waters. That's why, the bottoms were so flat.
Yeah, that's interesting. They reached North America around 1000 CE, about 500 years before Columbus. I think I knew that.
Yeah.
And they did not wear horned helmets. That was like a 19th century opera costume invention.
Yeah. Just a romanticized vision of Vikings. And not to say that they didn't wear horns, because they did, but it was typically for like a ceremonial purpose. It wasn't something that they wore into battle.
Like for getting married?
Yeah, for getting married or for rite of passage, stuff like that. It was impractical to have horns on your helmet because it would throw off your balance. It was just one more thing for somebody to grab onto. It didn't make sense.
Okay. So, Todd, what do you think is the biggest myth people still believe about Vikings?
That Vikings is actually what they were called, but they didn't call themselves Vikings. It was basically, that was their job. That's what they did. That's not who they were. It's what everybody else called them. Because of what Viking basically is a pirate. It's not a cultural name.
So would they just prefer to be Norse?
Yeah.
Norsemen.
Norse or Swedes or, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now here's where it gets interesting. There have been occasional claims that Viking artifacts were found near the Great Lakes, particularly Lake Huron. But here's the thing. There is no widely accepted archaeological proof that Vikings ever reached Michigan.
That's true.
The only confirmed Norse site in North America is Newfoundland.
Yep, up in Canada.
My dad was stationed there.
Yeah.
So while it's fun to imagine long ships cutting through Lake Michigan, there is no credible evidence that they ever made it this far inland.
Yeah. However, we did have a lot of Scandinavian peoples, that eventually moved this way, and came through Canada. A lot of them did.
Right.
Which is cool because we get a lot of Michigan folklore based on the Scandinavian peoples, so that's fun.
It is fun. Now we're going to skip from Vikings over to some modern myths, and I saw one today.
Oh.
It's about a death hoax.
Oh, okay.
Now, a death hoax is when false information spreads online claiming that someone has died. And it can start with a hacked account, a fake hospital post, a recycled old news article, a parody site mistaken for real, or someone deliberately creating chaos. And the speed of it is wild. So like in minutes, thousands of people start to grieve over something that never even happened. So Christine, if you saw a post that someone we all know had passed, like a famous person, what's your first instinct? Like, do you immediately Google it, or do you panic and text somebody?
No, I usually click into it and see what they're talking about, and then I go into the comments, and there's always someone in the comments like, what happened to whatever, and I always dive down a small little rabbit hole before I even react, I think, nowadays.
Yeah, I get a quick gut knee jerk because, I mean, we've had so many famous people die already in 26 and the end of 2025. So this morning, I saw one about Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Carrey is dead. And I was like, what?
Yeah, that's a big one going around today. It's like...
Yeah, like immediately I was like, in my stomach, I've been like, what the hell? And I opened it. It's clickbait.
Yeah.
It gets you to read their shit.
Yeah.
And basically what it was is that he is kind of like a different man now. So that's how they did it. But I remember they did that stuff with Betty White.
They did that a lot with Betty White.
Mm-hmm. Because you're like, any day now, she's going to go. She's old. So that was more believable. But I was like, what the hell? That stuff drives me nuts.
I'm not even going to pretend that I know what the whole clickbait is about. Like, other than, is it potentially giving you viruses? Like, I don't understand what the clickbait's about.
The clickbait is giving you a false headline to make you purposely click into the article, because the more clicks the article gets, the more the algorithm will push that information out.
That's right. Yep.
I mean, like, I understand that premise. I don't know.
That's the premise.
That's all it is.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
I only read comments, and if I can't,
I read the comments.
If I can't muster up any kind of definitive answer from the comments, I just scroll on and say, I don't care. Because I think celebrities are stupid, and we should stop giving them our money and our attention. So
my first reaction is actually because anytime, and if it catches my interest, if there's big news, I immediately go to Google or to find out if this is true or not. And usually I get the answer right away. It's like, no, this is false information.
Yeah, and that's what I did too. I Googled it. I'm like, is Jim Carrey dead? And then it was like, it was blowing up with all the stuff. And then I read why it was being said and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, Nina's absolutely right. It's all about the algorithm and getting more clicks. And I guess that's how they make, I don't know, I guess you make money off of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or you become viral, which makes you money.
We'll let you know when we start making money.
I know. We need some clickbaits.
that's what I'd rather do. I'd rather watch regular people and give them my time and my attention and give them the money than to give it to celebrities, you know? Yeah. So I that's why I like TikTok and stuff like that, because if there is any particular topic that you want to know about, there are people on there doing it, and you can watch real people do it. And I think that we'll see Hollywood die more and more because of that, because those platforms have shown us that you don't really have to be that special to know how to sing, dance, or act.
I just hope that people stop being so damn judgy and start using more discernment individually. I think discernment should be something that's taught in schools to children these days, especially because the internet is, it's their second nature. Kids, toddlers know how to navigate the internet for what interests them. These toddlers nowadays are literally building their algorithm from the age of a year and a half old. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they're going to always be fed whatever interests them. So it worries me where kids don't have, equal representation of things in their life, that the further we get down this rabbit hole, the more discernment is going to suffer because of lack of diversity in these kids' lives. They're only going to know what's around them. You know how our phones listen to us, right? Mm-hmm. So they're only going to know their environments, even on the internet sooner or later, because they're creating their own bubble. So I feel like discernment, I don't know, or maybe we'll just get better as a human species and a society, that we will change the algorithm to be able to give representation to different factions of human possibilities to everyone. So people can learn discernment, and discernment is basically what you want for yourself, not what you don't want for others.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went on a little bit of a squirrel moment there, but that's what I think of when you were talking about how the algorithms and the internet, what it shows us and how we have to know to go and look. What about the kids that are coming up where their algorithm is going to be so ingrained in their being? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, our algorithms know us pretty well, and they feed us what we're interested in. They feed us in what we're questioning. They feed us in what we're giving any focus to. Well, these kids are going to be very tightly woven into their algorithm.
Yeah, because just the other day, I can't remember what it was I said. I was talking to someone, and then the next thing I knew, that shit popped up on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, you were telling us this morning when you were on the phone doing the recording for Malice that we were going to be talking about Vikings. And in my feed on Facebook was something about Vikings.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
That's frightening.
Now, is that necessarily true, or did you just happen to notice because it was already planted in your brain? Maybe it was already there to begin with.
No, Siri hears everything we say, and she's like, "Oh, Vikings! Hey, were you talking about Vikings? Do you want to see some more stuff about Vikings?"
Yeah, go to
That's the whole point of AI. It's the whole point of AI. They're learning us faster than we're learning it.
Well, guess what's next? You're going to see a bunch of drinking horns on your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me just go over a few just in the last 2 years. We're going to circle back to death hoaxes real quick, and then we're going to move on to our round robin recommendations. So in just the last 2 years, Jason Statham, and we just talked about him the other day, well, last week, with him being, a trained diver. So, but there was one about him, one about Simon Cowell, Paul McCartney, Macaulay Culkin, Kevin Spacey, and then other hoaxes included Julia Roberts, Demi Lovato, Denzel Washington, and there's a handful more. That's just in the last 2 years. I think that's a little nuts.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, they're just trying to sell their articles about those people for something else, and they figured if you care about them are going to look in if they hear that they passed away.
Yeah.
I feel like perhaps they're using it in the metaphorical sense of they have died as their former self and have emerged a different person. So for all the listeners out there, if you see somebody has died, it just probably means they've transformed into a newer version of themselves. I don't know. I mean, don't know if someone really dies. Like it'll be all over. It becomes a thing. You know what I mean? Not just some random news article in the middle of your feed. Like it'll be everywhere.
Right. Every channel that you're watching on TV, newspapers, magazines, all over social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't that crazy how one piece of news travels all over the place, but someone else died in India and we didn't hear nothing about it?
Somebody just died right now. We don't know about it.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just pondering, like, isn't it crazy how we as society pick certain things to focus on?
I think it's crazy as a society that we don't speak ill of the dead.
Why?
Because
Why would you?
you know that there are people out there.
You're just spiteful.
I'm sorry, but there are some people that everybody's saying there, this guy was a real asshole, but then everybody's gonna be able to like, oh, Bob was such a great guy. What if he wasn't? Why can't we just tell the truth? What if Bob wasn't a good guy? What if he was a shit dad? What if, he was the kind of neighbor that threw motor oil down the drain?
Well, that's the business of the people that
I'm just saying.
talk about it.
I hear what you're saying. Kind of like Michael Jackson. He was a good kid at first, went through a bad life, but he did a lot of gross stuff.
Yeah, but have you been hearing about what they're all saying nowadays?
He's not in the files.
Oh,
He's
Not in the files.
he's not in the files, and apparently a few of the kids that he saved were almost in the files.
And he owned 50% of Sony Music, and he refused to sell it to him. And then 2 weeks later, he was dead.
Huh.
And luckily, all of that was signed over to Sony Records before he was.
Yeah, you see all the useless information I learned having a wife that watches all the ticky-tacky conspiracy theories.
Well, wasn't another conspiracy theory was that Puff Daddy had him killed? Did you guys ever see that one?
I didn't see that
yeah,
one.
that was one.
That was a thing.
That was about the music, too. But that was about the music.
Yeah.
That's right.
But the thing is unfortunately, he was most likely abused as a child. And even if he didn't sexually abuse children, it was still a little bit abusive. I don't know. A little bit inappropriate. No matter how you shake it, it just seems inappropriate. But then as soon as I say that about Michael Jackson, then I think about, is that just our programming, like the way we think that any man that's too friendly with a child is sus? Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, we praise a teacher that's super good with all the kids, like a second grade teacher that happens to be male. We don't look at him sideways.
Yeah, but they're not having children sleep in their bed.
Yes, I understand that. I'm saying that aside. I'm just saying the idea of it, because that is my knee-jerk reaction. The fact that the parents would let them go over there for weeks at a time.
Right.
That's crazy bananas to me. But then you think about that he was paying the parents, and then it gets all weird in there as well. You know what I mean? So all of that is weird. So that is on a whole different billionaire level weirdness that regular folk I don't even understand. Blows my mind.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Lots of money, men, and children. Not a good mix.
Yeah.
Not a good mix. Mm-mm.
But then it makes me feel like such a sexist. Do you know what I'm saying? Because in the sense of, if I saw a man being really cozy with a child that obviously didn't look like it was his child, would I question him? I probably would. But if I saw a woman with a child that no matter what it looked like, compared to her, I would be like, oh, that's so cute. That is a judgment that I have in my brain that I don't actually feel comfortable about.
Well, there's reasons for that.
Yeah, society has fucked my mind.
Generally speaking, little boys don't speak up. So when women do abuse little boys, it's doubly hush. So we don't really know how many women people have acted that way. That might have been.
That's true.
But there is conspiracy theorists that Diana Ross did do that to Michael Jackson his entire life. That the song Dirty Diana is about her, and it is a song that he wrote that nobody else wrote. And guess who is in the files?
Diana Ross. I saw that.
So, it's not just men in this particular instance. There are some women too.
Very true. Whitney Houston's aunt molested her. No, not Deanne Warwick. It was an aunt of hers. I watched the documentary on that. Molested her and her brothers. So women are just as disgusting as men.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. Now, before we get into our round robin recommendations, just going to remind everybody of how we rate them, because we started our rating scale. And it's all about spins. So as a reminder, 1 spin is watch it only if you're bored. 2 spins, background noise. 3 spins is a solid watch. 4 spins, we highly recommend. And 5 spins, you need to drop everything and spin it immediately. All right. So who wants to go first?
So in lieu of going to the Michigan Nordic Fire Fest, I talked Tracy into watching The 13th Warrior, just to kind of brush her up. Now, this movie is chock full of historical inaccuracies, but it is based on a real story that was passed on through poetry of an Arab that finds himself traveling along with a group of Norsemen on some adventures. So, I mean, it's based on a real story, but like with a lot of the Viking stories, it's very poetic. So it's not really true. A lot of it's embellished. And I thought it would be a good icebreaker, because even though I talk about Viking stuff all the time to Tracy, I haven't really schooled her on anything, with an occasional nugget of truth here and there. But I thought it would be interesting for and Tracy never saw the movie before. But it stars Antonio Banderas. The film was made in 1999, and it kind of, I would say, catapulted Vikings into the mainstream, I guess, really before, the Viking series that was on the History Channel and all that stuff. It kind of got the ball rolling as far as Hollywood was concerned. It's a great movie, and I give it a solid 4 spins for sure. I would never give it a 5 because of the historical inaccuracies, but for storytelling purposes and for entertainment, this is a great movie. The biggest takeaway is the cultural exchange between this Arab poet and him learning the Norse people, and then them in return learning about him. It's a great lesson, to be more open-minded and to see people that we're really all quite similar. We're all quite the same.
It is a good movie, and I did like that piece as well.
Yeah.
That even though they look different, sound different, talk different, there's always something to learn from one another. So I loved it, and that we watched that on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It was really good. And then we watched another show, which was a documentary about Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
And I learned a ton. I did not understand what drugs he was doing, how long the addiction was actually going on for, or where he got the drugs from. I didn't know that. So this documentary explores the final chapter of actor Matthew Perry's life and the shocking developments around the circumstances of his death, interweaving his rise to fame and the ensuing investigation and criminal charges related to the provision of drugs linked to his passing. The film examines broader issues of addiction, Hollywood pressures, and how the truth and rumor swirl in public life. Now, this is a feature documentary, and it's streaming on Peacock. It's a Peacock original. And one of the things I didn't know was how his addiction all started. And he was actually filming a movie, and during, wherever they were on location, he saw a bunch of jet skis, and he's like, "Oh, I really want to do that. I've never ridden one of those before, driven one of those." And so they arranged it, and he had a pretty serious accident. And that's where it all started, is they gave him opioids, Norco, hydrocodone, whatever they gave him. That's where the addiction started. And he also had written a book. I don't know how long the book was out for before he died, but he talks in there, and they were showing clips from, the different Friends show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "When you see me heavy, that's because I'm drinking a lot. And when you see me thin, it's because I'm doing pills." And that's and you were just like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, and it's drastic, especially when because maybe you don't notice from season to season, okay, he's quite heavy here, or he's quite thin here, but when they show him side by side, you're like, wow, that's drastic.
It's a huge difference, and it's extremely sad. And what makes me really pissed off is they were 2 doctors that were prescribing him ketamine, and then they taught his assistant how to shoot him up with the ketamine. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize it was ketamine. I don't know if I ever remember hearing that, but these doctors are assholes, and they're unethical, and I hope they've lost their licenses. Mm-hmm. Because they were saying that basically a vial of ketamine, which I don't know, maybe 5 mLs, 5 cc's in it or something like that, cost them $12. They sold him 7 bottles of ketamine for $55,000. And the text exchanges between the 2 of them, "Oh, let's see how much you'll spend for this." Mm-hmm. He'll do anything for the drug. So it made me angry, and it's just, it makes you angry, it makes you sad, but it also taught you, things to look for. Maybe you have a coworker or a friend or someone who, slips into addiction, and addiction's horrible. Yeah. But I definitely give this 4 spins.
Addiction is horrible to begin with, but then to have somebody that you should be able to trust to exploit that for their own personal gain, which is really what makes this story so much sadder.
Agreed. So those are our 2 recommendations.
Okay, so I'm going to say The Lincoln Lawyer. Season 4 just came out at the beginning of February. So, of course, we binged it, I think, last weekend. I like The Lincoln Lawyer. The Lincoln Lawyer is on Netflix, and it is a legal show, like Law and Order kind of, but it's really just about a lawyer and his team. Season 4, I enjoyed. I want to say that's a 4 spins. The rest of it, a 3 spin. The other 3 seasons, it's good. It's a good legal show. If you like legal shows, you'll like this one too. It's a little bit more down to earth. It's about a lawyer. The main character's name is Mickey Haller. And he's like an ingenue. He's a real legal eagle, and like people on both sides of the fence, you know, don't want to go up against him because he always finds a way to win his cases, yada yada. Like that kind of, his legal prowess is infamous amongst his peers, you know, as the character goes. His ex-wife plays in all 4 seasons, but she was predominantly a lot. She was there a lot in season 4. That's Neve Campbell, for any Party of Fivers that used to watch Party of Five back in the day. Neve Campbell is in it. Other than that, they're all kind of newer actors, new in the sense of this show started back in, I want to say, 2022. They've all been around. You've probably seen them in other things, but I really like it. It's a good legal show, and I recommend it. 4 spins for season 4, 3 spins if you want to binge for a long time.
Awesome.
Who doesn't know about Bridgerton? If you don't know about Bridgerton, you're living under a rock. But yes, the final parts of Bridgerton are out now, so we have been watching that as well.
I've never seen it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, you kind of have to like that, you know,
Maybe that's not your jam.
1800s Victorian kind of swag, you know? If you like those kind of shows and you like to see the servants and the royals and all the shenanigans
Like
that
Downton
happen.
Abbey, but Bridgerton.
Yeah, it's like a Downton Abbey TV show-ish.
I'll have to
Maybe
check that out because I know a lot of people talk about that show.
Yeah, but you kind of have to like that genre.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. We'll check those out. So that's our show, everyone. Thank you so much. We appreciate you listening. As always, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. It really helps our show to grow. So thanks, everyone. And we will see you all back on Friday for F-Bomb. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye!
Bye!
Adios.
Adios, amigos.